Fam, what's good? What's happening? It's your man, Coach Bill William. Look, servant of Christ is all I want to be called. Look, bless you. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your faithfulness. Thanks for your diligence. Look, not necessarily to me, but to God. God said we should get his word in our ears each and every day. And I missed a day yesterday, so I'm not going to tell you you're wrong because you, man, can't manage 1,440 minutes in your 24-hour cycle and get, 10, 15 minutes in for him. Because I didn't do it yesterday. But I don't want to make that my norm. I want to make that exception. So, hey, look, some of us have problems with reading, right? I understand the words are boring, bounce around, move around. I get it. You listening? That's great. I encourage you to listen twice. Not to me, maybe one time, and then another posh person on our team who's doing this Deuteronomy walk, who may be reading a different version. See if you see any differences, man. So you might listen to me this time and Jordan next time. Me and Jordan and Deanna, or Felicia and Sierra, Tiara and me, or Siri or Alexa or whoever else you want. Just get his word in between your ears. Good job. Praise you, bless you. Next thing you want to do is pray, ask God, hey, God, well, I heard it. What do you want me to do with this? What do you want me to have out of this? He may give you the revelation immediately. It may be a week. It may be a month. It may be 10 years. But ask and pray. Third thing you do is be on Great Commission. Share the link on all your social medias. People, you who are in your social media network who are hungry, people suicidal, people lonely. I mean, things are going on. And they don't tell you. They don't know it. They look like, they make their social media make it look like they're having a good life. They ain't. Trust me. So, without further ado, chapter 25, we're going to read out of this complete Jewish Bible. Chapter 25, they call Duetoronomy D'varim. Verse 1. If people have a dispute, seek its resolution in court, and the judges render a decision in favor of the righteous one, and condemning the wicked one. Then, if the wicked one deserves to be flogged, the judge is to have him lie down and be flogged in his presence. The number of strokes is to be proportionate to his offense, but the maximum number is 40. He is not to exceed this. If he goes over the limit and beats him more than this, your brother will be humiliated before your eyes. How about that, fam? That's justice for you right there, huh? Get flogged. Boy. I wouldn't speed no more. Well, my tax has been good for the last few years, ever since, man, President Trump gave us that tax break back his first term. Unfortunately, the tax break cost $4.5 trillion, and he's trying to scramble and flip over all of everything to try to get that money back. Then we talk about another tax break, we're extending it. Hey, look, the taxes are paying in my butt, man. He kicking people out their jobs so he can pay for the $4.5 tax break. Trillion dollar tax break. But if I'm gonna get flogged, fam, I'm tell you, I just might I might even stop jaywalking. Sure enough, gonna stop speeding. How many lashes are commensurate with speeding? Verse 4, you are not to muzzle an ox when it is treading out the grain. You are not to muzzle an ox when it is treading out the grain. It's the second time I've seen this in the scriptures. Somewhere else. Verse 5. If brothers live together and one of them dies childless, his widow is not to marry someone unrelated to him. Her husband's brother is to go to her and perform the duty of brother-in-law by marrying her. Wow. The first child she bears will succeed to the name of his dead brother, so that his name will not be eliminated from Israel. If the man does not wish to marry his brother's widow, then his brother's widow is to go up to the gate to the leaders and say, my brother-in-law refuses to raise up for his brother a name in Israel. he will not perform the duty of a husband brother for me. The leaders of his town are to summon him and speak to him. If, on appearing before them, he continued to say, I don't want to marry her, then his brother's widow is to approach him in the presence of the leaders, pull his sandal off his foot, spit in his face, and say, this is what is done to the man who refuses to build up his brother's family. From that time on, his family is to be known in Israel's family as the family of the man who had his sandal pulled off. I don't know what type of insult that is, but spitting in the face is unbecoming. If the men are fighting with each other and the wife of one comes up to help her husband get away from the man attacking him by grabbing the attacker's private parts with her hand, you are to cut off her hand. Show no pity. Make sure I read that right. Verse 11, if men are fighting with each other and the wife of one comes up to help her husband get away from the man attacking him by grabbing the attacker's private parts with her hand, you are to cut off her hand. Show no pity. You are not to have in your pack 2 sets of weights, one heavy and the other light. You are not to have in your house 2 sets of measures, one big and the other small. You are to have a correct and fair weight. You are to have a correct and fair measure, so that you will prolong your days in the land Adonai your God is giving you. So remember that strange weights, strange grains, and strange things of values. So, the cheater would have a rigged weight and a proper one. A rigged weight so he can rip you off. God said, no, don't do that. For all who do such things, all who deal out dishonestly are detestable to Adonai your God. How about that, fam? That's something I think I can take away with right now. And try to do and improve and make sure my life is aligned up with that. Right? Don't do people wrong. Don't be unfair. Verse 17, remember what Amalek did to you on the road as you were coming out of Egypt? How he met you by the road, attacked those in the rear, those who were exhausted and straggling behind when you were tired and weary. He did not fear God. Therefore, Adonai your God has given you rest from all of your surrounding enemies in the land Adonai your God has given you as your inheritance to possess. You are to blot out all the memory of Amalek from under heaven. Don't forget. All right. So that was quite interesting, huh? Cut your wife's hand off. Touch the man's privates. All right, bless you. Holla back. Wasn't that funny? Bible ain't boring.